Do you think Kings Island would ever repurpose their old Tomb Raider the Ride building by putting a new attraction in there? I mean, the building's still there, the entrance, the queue line, some of the theming, it's still there. It's in a great spot. What got me thinking about this is Busch Gardens' new dark coaster being built for this season, reusing the old building from their Dark Castle dark ride. I wonder, could Kings Island do something similar and put a new coaster in the Tomb Raider building? In early 2021, Kenton's Cove Keelboat Canal log flume in Kings Island's Rivertown was removed, leaving a big dirt plot, and coaster fans knew something was going on at Kings Island. It was so exciting when Tomb Raider the Ride was announced. It was a big deal at Kings Island, as this would be perhaps the most fully immersive themed ride ever to open at Kings Island. And while it was an exciting announcement, there was still a lot of mystery left as to what exactly this attraction would be. Somehow, way back from 2021, I got my hands on one of these press release media binders, and I don't even remember exactly how I got this, but I do remember examining it and looking at it. It's pretty interesting. One statement from a document in this binder says, "Part of the thrill of the Tomb Raider property is the mystery and intrigue that surrounds each adventure. We want to preserve this mystery with the Tomb Raider ride until the first group of adventurers braves it in 2022. So we aren't going to disclose all the surprises in store for riders." That's pretty cool. I feel like today, when a new ride is announced, all the stats, the POVs, they're already put online and you can see it all. But back in this day, clearly it was a Paramount day promoting this Tomb Raider ride. They intentionally left mystery. And I remember as a kid looking at some of the concept art and just being mystified, trying to figure out what kind of ride this was going to be. And it wasn't until I actually rode the ride for the first time that I learned what kind of ride it was. An amazing themed experience had been crafted, from the theme rockwork, cave entrance, to all the interior queue line, the pre-show, and then we hopped on what I found out later was a Huss giant topspin. But it wasn't just any topspin, it was a whole show with ice crystals from the ceiling and lava from below us. What a cool themed experience. I think looking at all of Kings Island's rides, that Tomb Raider the Ride perhaps is the most fully themed ride that's ever been opened at the park. I mean, Flight of Fear is great. I love its theming. Italian Job Stunt Track has great theming. Mystic Timbers has a really cool themed end. But I think Tomb Raider just took it to the next level, and it became a just regular awesome addition to Kings Island. For years, I really enjoyed it. Even when it was rainy outside, it was one of the few rides that you could go to. And back then, when it was around, Flight of Fear was around, Boo Blasters or Phantom Theater, whatever it was back then, was around, you had options when it was raining. So it became a great addition to the park. And then when it closed, it was a major bummer. I remember first the Tomb Raider theme left, and that was kind of a bummer as it became the crypt, and then the whole ride just shut down. So today, the facility, the cave entrance, the queue line, they're used for one of the haunt mazes. And I love going through the haunt maze, one, because it's fun, but two, and maybe even primarily because I just love seeing the old Tomb Raider theming. A lot of it is still there, and it's like you only get to see it 1.5 months a year or so. And it's kind of a bummer. And I just wonder, that is such a great place to have a ride. Could Kings Island do something more? Could they even reuse parts of what's already there? That, again, that cave entrance with the rockwork, it's so great. The theming is awesome. All that interior cave is still there. A lot of the pre-show theming is still there. Could Kings Island open that up and add a ride in that building? Plus, it's great that the haunt can use that, but they don't get to take advantage of the height of that whole building that the Tomb Raider ride got to utilize. So what could Kings Island put in that building? What kind of nice attraction would work well there in that location and complement what's already around there? Well, again, I think about what Busch Gardens is doing as they're repurposing their building that used to be for their dark ride, Dark Castle, and now using it for their new dark coaster. From what I understand, it's a relatively small building, but they were creative and they fit a nice coaster in there. I'm excited to see how it is. I think we could do something even bigger than that. If we had a small family style coaster, it could be a really great themed experience, reusing the same cave entrance, perhaps some of the same theming that's already in place from Tomb Raider, using the same building. So it's not like a whole attraction has to be built from the ground up, but it can utilize that big cube building using that height that the top spin used to be in. And this could be a great opportunity to make a themed experience, maybe leaning into something to do with Rivertown, maybe the cave entrance there that used to be for Tomb Raider. It can be as if there is this cave found in the Rivertown area, and this maybe there's like a mine train in there, or maybe it's something connecting some of the mystery of Mystic Timbers and the Beast. It all is kind of surrounding that area. It could be really fun. There could be some cool visual effects used in the ride, and I think this could be an opportunity for Kings Island to create something of a blend between a roller coaster and a dark ride, like some other similar rides are beginning to do, really merging a themed dark ride experience with an exciting roller coaster. But with all the new options of multi-dimensional coasters, this could be not a traditional kind of coaster. There could be sections of drop track or forward or backward movement, all kinds of fun things. The coaster could even go outside at some point. It'd be really cool if it went back in the woods, kind of back near behind where the Beast is. It could just be a really full experience. And some of the benefits of this could be, it could be a family level coaster with a height restriction of maybe 38, 42 inches. That would complement some of the other more intense rides in that area, like the Beast, Mystic Timbers, Diamondback. Plus, this would be an opportunity for Kings Island to not have to build a new attraction from the ground up. The building's already there, so much theming is already there, and now Kings Island can invest in a cool coaster and a themed experience that could be a good fit for the whole family. So, what do you think? I would love to know your thoughts on this. Is this a crazy idea? Would you enjoy an experience like this? Do you think it would complement the rides around the old Tomb Raider building? I'd love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much. God bless.